downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard. To the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Dodge. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting to start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's going from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get it inside the 20. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pass out left, caught by Woods.
Touchdown! Jelani Woods with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Cut, ready? Travel alert.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
60 average. 60, cut 19. Cut 19.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
70, Timberwolves. 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 Lions.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Lions at 9-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Now back to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
70 rings, 70 rings. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll drop to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Cowboy 80.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And in for the Lions touchdown. From a yard out. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Dodge. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Colts.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams,
78 yards.
and the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Dodge.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Dodge. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On the return is Williams. A good head-down running on the return gets you about 15 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
7 Pirates. Trap 60. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Let's go now. 3.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to 60. 70 ready. Ranger, 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Come back, team. Come back.
They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dodge. And he comes back with one complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go street.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
19 Lions.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
That's good.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Trap 50, trap 50. 79 Broncos. 18 Rebel, 18.
They'll throw now on the final play. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfections in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Back to 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
50 Maverick. Come back team. Come back team. 18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 5. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Dodge. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Devin Duvernay.
39 yards.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
19 sight, 19 sight. Not saying 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Happy Lions, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Back to throw. Dodge. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Operating from the gun. Dodge. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. If we saw pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aiden Hutchinson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Williams to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
18, right there.
Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Check match. 60 Bobcats.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Trap 60, 79 Broncos. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. 19 tight, 19 cut, Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 17-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
Charles, so for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Detroit, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few